checking in, I'm checking out. I see the people scream, but I don't hear a sound. Hold it tight and don't let go. Never thought a high could feel so low. They're closing in, I can't get out. Break the cycle now before the clock runs down. I won't give up or let them win. Morale is in free fall when I'm doom scrolling. Checking in, I'm checking out. I see the people scream, but I don't hear a sound. Hold it tight, don't let go. Never thought a high could feel so low. They're closing in, can't get out. Break the cycle now before the clock runs down. I won't give up, let them win. Morale is in free fall when I'm doom scrolling. Morale is in free fall when I'm doom scrolling. Morale is in free fall when I'm doom scrolling. Morale is in free fall when I'm doom scrolling. I'm doom scrolling. I'm doom scrolling.
Hello, everyone. Sorry that I'm late. Don't play that. Hello, everyone. I am so sorry that I'm late. I've never been this late before, which is awful because we have some new subscribers. Hello. Let us know in the chat if you're one of the new subscribers that have joined us over the last few days. Let me just get my chat up. Shut up. Let's go. Hello, Akami-chan, Wookie, Eva, Trippy, Squatchin, all the regulars. I need to differentiate you people now from the new ones. I'm going to call you guys the old school subscribers, and then we got the new school subscribers. And I got to try and build a bridge between you two. There's some new people coming. And I was thinking earlier today, I realized, like, wait, that's kind of like what's happening. And I was thinking, what if, like, the old school subscribers start a revolt against the new subscribers because they're coming in and they're changing the channel? I don't like it. Channel's not changing. It's going to be the same as it is. It's just that video the other day had moments in it where it's like, I've been the most serious I've ever been, and I try not to be serious on this channel. It's a place where we just chill and we have fun. And there was a couple of comments. I think there was one comment in there that I've seen that was like, oh yeah, seems chill. Bingo. Crisp is new. Hello. If you are new, I assume you're from Australia. If you don't mind, let us know what state. You can probably guess where I'm from just by the t-shirt here, unless you follow AFL. And you might be like, what the fuck is he wearing? I think there's a greater risk of the old school insulting with our non... Yeah. I thought I should talk about some of the non-P... Like... Because I said in the video, I was like, oh, I don't like... saying what my politics are and stuff, and like that doesn't mean that I don't make fun of anyone, because I do. It's just that I make fun of both, which means I don't end up with many friends. New South Wales. Oh, okay, same, but I don't live there anymore. I moved away for a woman because I'm an idiot. Go Storm. Wow. Okay, that's fair enough. They're actually pretty good, apart from those 2 times they had their premierships taken away from them. I think... no, I already read that. I'm an idiot. You look like a young Tommy C. Yeah, that's the other thing. Old school subscribers haven't seen me on video for a while, because I haven't done that. But the other day when I did the video, I was like, yeah, I think these new viewers probably aren't used to having like a static image just sitting there. I was like, fuck it. Let's go on camera. And I'm trying to keep up with that. I'm not wearing headphones either, which feels weird, because I'm not in Discord like I usually am. I'm just trying to find my notes, because I actually wrote notes for the first time ever. So today we're going to just go through comments and have a chat. That woman is amazing. Shut your mouth. For the new school subscribers, that woman's in chat as well. See if you can figure out which one it is. That'll be fun. Chat. Nobody tell them. Nobody tell them. I'm just going to bring up the chat window up here because it's down here at the moment. So the old school subscribers were probably wondering, why didn't he... that video yesterday, why that would usually have been a live stream, but it was like, no, I want the thoughts to be collected and like, you know, properly collated, because otherwise it would have been like this, and as you can see, it's just very like flying off the seat of our pants. Professional streamer, no. Ripley, old school subscriber, my thoughts is that everyone who participated should have taken less sick days in school. Well, the protest was on a Sunday, Ripley. No, I don't think many people took a sick day unless they were, what do you call them? Rostered workers. March for Clungo, bigger food from Clungo. Welcome, Clungo. I don't recognize your name. I assume you're a new school subscriber. No, it was a good vid. It was a good vid, says Wookie. That's the other thing. I keep flubbing lines. That's why I wanted it to be a video. The amount of times I flubbed lines or like said things where I was like, that doesn't sound right. It was a good video. I don't think it was, because I use this webcam and it usually doesn't come out like dog crap like it did in the video. It came out all pixely, which I noticed straight away in the edit, and I was like, I'm not re-recording that. I'm not re-recording that just to get some extra pixels. Ripley saying, oh, you're saying they should have gone to school more. So should you, evidently. For those that are new, Ripley is a former co-host of this stream years ago. I thought before we get into the comments as well, we just give a bit of a history lesson for you guys, because there's a lot of dumb shit I've done over the years. And I realized that one of those moments was pinned on my Twitter, which if you follow me there, that's why I said the other day, like, yeah, I'm unpinning that. Hi, Ben Jones, thanks for subscribing. Why didn't I hear that alert? Again, because I haven't set this up properly. This is another common theme. It takes us usually like 10 minutes, and then we're on a roll. There's a joke in there, Ripley, about marching, but I'm above... Oh. Squatch, and that's the part of the charm of the channel. Well, I'm hoping that the new subscribers enjoy the charm as much as the old, because I don't want to alienate either people, and that's my problem. Let me get that alert box back up. Get up there. I did like not having a webcam on too, so that like you couldn't see like where I was looking and stuff like that, and what I was doing. Like, it also gives, especially the old school subscribers, lots of chances to take dumb screenshots of me. Which is, yeah, Ben Jones, thanks for subscribing. Yeah, you need school again. We are good people, they will like it here. So yeah, the pinned tweet. The pinned tweet was a picture of Sonic the Hedgehog with bare-breasted tits. Okay? If the sound of that makes you squirm and like, oh, Jesus Christ, and like go away, like, okay, fair enough. I'll let you go. But if you want to know what that's about, I'll try and tell this story as briefly as possible. Every December, I do like a 12-hour stream, and I started doing this in 2019, and I'd get like 3 concurrent viewers. And I, as a joke, was like, if we get $1,000, I'll get this ridiculous tattoo of Sonic, like, bending over with his butt out or with huge tits. And that was, the joke was that it was set so high at $1,000 as a dono goal, we'd never make it that high. And so I continued doing that every single December. Yeah, I did. I did leave with the context. Are you guys behind? I did that every year. And then I didn't up the price. I joined a podcast called Now Recording, where we talk about basically YouTube drama. And then they found out about it, mobilized the audience, and then we smashed the goal in like 6 hours in 2023. And I was like, shit. Well, I guess I got to do it now. And someone I knew in real life was like, pick in the oh, you put the pick in the Discord medley? Cool. It is still on the Twitter if you want to go find it. You just got to click highlights. I just didn't want that to be the first thing that people saw when they joined. Yeah, so not going to do that again, or at least so low. I don't know if we're going to do that again this year now. I don't know. We'll see where the channel's going, but the goal's going to be a lot higher than $1,000, I tell you what. Yeah, so that's just some of the dumb things. Klungo says, support everyone but Klungo, then more food for Klungo. Is Klungo a... I'm not familiar with that. Is that a video game character from, like, Donkey Kong or something? Wookie says, the 18 hours of sadness realizing he had to get a tattoo. Oh, yeah, because one of the goals in that 12-hour stream was to turn it into a 24-hour stream. So by the end of it, I just looked wrecked. Kind of like now. So yeah, up until last weekend, I was focused on Americans. I was never able to crack into the Australian sort of market, if you want to call it that. So that was really weird to see the video, the stream on the weekend, like going around Australia. I went there just with, okay, so that kind of came up as an off-the-cuff comment on these streams that I do, which are just sort of chill, but sometimes like we'll watch things, comment on things, and then I'll put them on members only after a day so that my feed isn't clogged with hours and hours of stuff. And then like I'll sometimes take bits from it, edit it up, and upload it. But it started as an off-the-cuff comment in one of those streams, like, yeah, I'll go to that thing. Yeah. Why? Because my viewers love to see me get into shit. But then they wanted me to have text-to-speech donos on, and they wanted me to kind of, like, not agitate like RV, but they wanted me to be agitated. They wanted me to do things that would get me in the shit. And I was like, no. I'm going to go there because I was like, if I didn't go, I would watch a stream of that with no commentary. So that's how I went into it. I was like, I'm going to go in, do as minimal commentary as possible, and just whatever it captures, it captures. Hate bird and chicken. Okay. You're very committed to the bit, Klungo. I like that. I like that. Squatchin says, we also wanted you to wear proper shoes. Yeah, I fucked up there. I was supposed to put on proper enclosed shoes, and I'm stepping on the train, and I look down, I'm like, oh, shit, I'm in thongs. It's too late now. But then you wouldn't have got that beautiful shot of my feet when I was climbing up the barricade if I did that. Oh, it's from Banjo-Kazooie. Well, the Rare that did Banjo-Kazooie, they did Donkey Kong. I was kind of close. Andrew Crawford, Free Palestine. Yes. God damn it. I wanted to acknowledge your comment, but I'm trying to be neutral. I'm trying to be like that neutral guy. So if I just... yes. I agree with sentiment. Squatching, who clipped Mitch's feet? Shows how much of the stream you watch, Katie. Katie loves feet. She absolutely loves feet. Sorry, I'm losing my shit at Klungo in the chat. That's amazing. Mitch, you and I are both Pokemon according to my boyfriend. Okay. Which one? Am I... I'm Pikachu, but not current Pikachu. I'm late 90s Pikachu with the gut. Before they were like, it's really obvious that Pikachu, you know, the one, like the very original one with the fat gut. It's like they designed that well before they made him the mascot of the franchise. And then they did, and they're like, shit, he needs to lose some weight. Ripley says, shut up, Ripley. Tell everyone which party you ran for. It was 13 years ago, Ripley. I was young. I was 22, I think. Eons ago. Andrew, what's the go here? Hi, Andrew. My name is Mitch. I did a live stream on the weekend at that March for Australia protest. I tried to get both sides. I also do live streams, which is what this is, believe it or not. And I thought for today's we'd go over the comments of a follow-up video I did to that. Depending how much time we have, maybe go over some comments in the other live stream, because it got like 800 comments. I have not had anywhere near enough time to read them. So, thought I killed two birds with one stone, do my admin work, if you could call it that, and knock over a live stream. But I'm just spending these few moments to explain to new viewers kind of the history of this channel. Because I don't want to abandon the old subscribers, but I want to move forward and make more Australian stuff. I've done it in the past, and it just... flatline, didn't go anywhere because most of my audience has been American. And I'm chat in America. Do I sound different right now? Because this is me talking comfortably without having to accommodate for you people and understanding the words that I'm pronouncing. Meaden, are you going to use better blue? Yeah, I saw that comment by you, Meaden, and I knew straight away before I even saw your name that it was from an old school subscriber just fucking with me. Yeah, get Klungo W's in the chat. Get Klungo W's in the chat. I like Klungo. Klungo's my favorite new subscriber, if he's subscribed. I also like that when I didn't have my webcam in previous streams, you couldn't see when I was doing that. Now I can't share this stream with my mum. Do you remember growing up thinking like, oh, I can't wait till I'm just that little bit older and my mum will get off my back? And it's like, no, they never do. I'll be 70 years old and my mum will still be alive being like, you need to lose weight, you fat prick. Klungo made you write it? No, he didn't. Don't blame Klungo. Don't go blaming Klungo. Klungo's already loved. Everyone already loves Klungo. They will defend him almost to the death. Squashing from the American side, not quite America. It's Canada. It's sort of America, but not quite. Some of us can differentiate UK, Australian, South Australian. Yeah, that South African accent. Sorry, SA. Whenever I see SA, I think of South Australia, but you Americans think of something else. Don't worry, I can understand you just fine. I did have to have subtitles on when I watched Shaun of the Dead. Yes. See, Canada understands. The United States, though, they don't. They don't. They're like they do. They need subtitles. Maiden. I wouldn't go after Klungo. So yeah, basically the old school subscribers make fun of me a lot, and that's fine. I don't care. I think it's funny. And as I was saying with the Sonic with Tits thing, I'm not afraid to do dumb shit. Waltzing down the middle between the two protest groups accidentally. Very dumb shit. That was on brand. On brand. But yeah, in the future, I've got like ideas that I've wanted to do for Australian content that I haven't been able to do because it's like my American audience won't give a shit. Those videos would just die. It's like, why cater to that, you know? But to those American old school subscribers, I will still try and keep it all. What do you call it? Keep it so that you understand the context of what's going on. So you live in Melbourne now, interested to see and discuss these video comments. Yes, I've lived here all year. It is cold as fuck. I hate it. Why did you people settle here? Why didn't you just, like, especially back before they had, like, proper heating. Like, the idea of heating when people settled here was just set everything on fire. And you know how much of a good idea that is in this country. Why didn't you get here with the freezing cold and then just go, no, I think we need to move north where it's a bit colder. I always like walking videos of places I'll never get to visit. If you do more IRL stuff, I'll be there. Yeah, I need to figure out as well for the IRL stuff because literally I got 90 minutes of stream time before the phone was like, no, we're going to die. I've been looking into solutions. There's like this box that you can get, so then you can plug in like a proper camera like this and live stream from that. But they're expensive, and I found a good secondhand one that was cheap, but I'm not going to get that money that we got that you guys have so kindly donated this month since I've started streaming like all of the time. So I'm going to look into that. For not next stream, I won't be able to get it in time, but for future streams, I'm going to try and get that box. I used to use it for sports when I would go live stream sports as a subcontractor, but they loaned it to me, and I've had to since give it back. Yeah, because those things I remember last like well more than 90 minutes. I think they lasted like 4 hours or something like that. Why do you sometimes pronounce the rhetoric R like Americans and the Irish do? I don't know. I think that's because I haven't had Australian subscribers before, so I've just reined that in over the years, and now it's just stuck because they don't understand what the fuck I'm saying. If I talk with like the way I sound when I still lived in Newcastle, they wouldn't understand what the fuck I'm saying. I used to sound like, Isaac Butterfield? Yeah, I used to sound like him. He'd sound like this too if the beginning of his YouTube career, he only had American subscribers. Did you say video for NPL? I used to in New South Wales before I moved down here, but I don't know anyone here, so I wasn't and they're completely different. At the time, at least, they were completely different companies. It looks like the NPL has taken over it since then, and just they're doing it themselves. So again, I don't know if they're still different companies, but. I wish I could have like done it down here because I did like soccer. Yeah, so I didn't just do NPL. I did other sports. So, but for the football, soccer, I didn't like that sport before I started filming it, but now I like it. It's weird. It's like Stockholm Syndrome. Mitch, we donate because Eva deserves a sugar daddy. Time for the Knights to say N-E? What is N-E? Nick? I don't know what you mean by N-E. We actually bullied Mitch out of speaking his native tongue by calling him slurs over and over again. What would be a slur for Australian? And it's got to end in A. You can't use a hard R. No hard R's. He folded after 7 days of... Now you guys are making shit up. Don't make it sound like you just spam the N-word. There's none of that shit, okay? You can fuck with me, but please don't fuck with the channel. And don't fuck with the new subscribers. It's funny when you fuck with me. It's just... Yeah. Who do I support? Wait, do you mean in the NPL or the NRL? I don't think I can reveal who I would support the NPL because that would give away too much about specifically where I used to live. All of them. I support all of them. In the Australian Championship, begrudgingly, I'll have to support Broadmeadow Magic. They were my least favourite team in the NPL, but I guess I got to support them now because they're the ones from the area that I lived that got into the Australian Championship. It's so confusing the way they've got this new cup. Sorry, we do this. We go on a bit of tangents sometimes in live streams, which is why that was a video yesterday, not a live stream. It annoys me. You've started me now. It annoys me that we've got it's the Australia Cup that's on right now, right? Where Newcastle's in the grand final. Then you've got this new tournament coming up called the Australia Championship. Then you got the A-League, which is actually the Australian League. Like, there's too many things. They all sound similar. It's I respect it, though, because it sounds like they didn't get a marketing person to come in and be like, no, these are too similar. We need to separate them. And I usually hate those marketing people. To their credit, it sounds like they just grabbed some guy off the soccer pitch, like, can you come look at these drawings we got in the drawing board back here? Like, Australia Cup, Australia League. Like, why is he on Australia Championship? If you do more Aussie stuff, you could get more Aussie followers, move back to Newey. I lived there for a while. And I got none. Actually, on the podcast now recording that I was saying about earlier that I was on, I mentioned there that I lived there. And then we got out of the couple of thousand people that we had listening to it, there was one person from Newcastle in Australia. And I'm like, oh, no. They were like, oh, yeah, I usually hang around here. I've got a big butterfly tattoo. And I was an Uber driver at the time driving around. And every time I'm in that area, I was just like, they fucking around here. Like, but I didn't do much camera stuff at the time. So they would have had no idea what I looked like. The NPL is stronger than the A. I know! It's the NPL was more entertaining. Like, I had... Oh, there goes my computer about to shut down automatically. No. I find it more entertaining than the A-League. Because after working for the NPL, I started going to A-League as well. The NPL was way more entertaining, but I've also found that the lower the grade...
Go fuck yourself. Shockmouths, go fuck yourself.
Thanks for subscribing, Andrew. I found that the lower grade that you go, the more entertaining it gets, because the lower grade you go, the less of a fuck they give about like following rules and etiquette, and they'll just punch on, which I know is not. That's not a good thing to do, but I love watching it. That might be the rugby league in me. All right, where were we up to? Oh yeah, just a bit of more history about the channel. Yeah, so sometimes I'll do animation, but that takes ages, and YouTube hates it if you upload like twice a year. It really hates it, and I hate it too, because it's like, hey, like here's an upload, and everyone's like, where the fuck have you been? If you're off the internet for 3 days, you're gone, forgotten. But yeah, what was it? 3 weeks ago, I went to hell with it. I'm going to do something every day. And what I've learned is that if you did only upload twice a year, you've got 2 pieces of content there that you've got data to like kind of read, look into like the analytics and learn from. But if you do it every day, say over 2 weeks, you've got in just 2 weeks, you've got 14 different things you can look at and analyze and go, oh, that worked, that didn't work, blah, 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 blah. Compared to over the course of a year having, oh shit, what is 14 divided by 2? Why did I do this? 6.5? No. 6 point something. And What was I even trying to figure out? Anyway. Point is, if you do it twice a year, then over the course of a year, you've got way less data to even look at, and it takes so much longer to actually learn that stuff. So what I'm saying is you learn way quicker by just doing it more often. It's that old saying, like, if you want to be good at something, do it every day. 7. Oh my God! Did I really just say what is 7 divided by 2? I couldn't figure it out. Or 6 point something. I was like, it's not 6.5. I literally thought, that's 13. It must be 6.7. Like, this is what's awful. I'm 2.5 hours late, which I'm never bloody that late. What a horrible first impression. The other thing is, math is my strongest suit. It's just my brain is just turned off. Oh, that's like my last dot point of like going over the channel history is that I'm not afraid to do dumb shit. I'm a bit of an idiot, but at the same time, I'm not gonna lie about dumb mistakes that I made like that. Like, you know, you get some YouTubers, they'll make like dumb mistakes, but they don't want to be seen as dumb, so they're just like, oh no, I didn't do that.
Shock mouths, go fuck yourself. Shock
This guy's
mouths, go fuck
insane.
yourself.
Nuts. I'm out. Okay, bye, Beagles. What was that? Oh, Gary, thank you for subscribing. It's 3.5 brain cells. Okay. All right. Let's go through these comments. Mitch is like an orange cat. Not many brain cells. A cat has more brain cells than me. The only brain cells they need is like, I want food. Do I have food? No? Shit. Give me food. Now, let's see if this works. All right. Excellent. Dun, 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 dun. Come on. And just crop that off. Excellent. Boom. Thank God I'm not showing anything that I shouldn't be showing. Furry Mitchark when? Never. Alright, so I've sorted by newest first. So I've gone, I wish I was as tall as Lewis Spears, because he's like 8 foot tall. The tallest man in Melbourne is unavailable to hire to come be my cameraman. Don't worry, mate. You are still taller than RV Yemeni. I only saw RV from afar, but I was like, oh, he's short like me. RV Yemeni is clearly anti-white. Yeah, some of these ones where I'm like, I don't know. You're gonna find that a lot. Like, again, there's YouTubers that will just make shit up and just, oh, I need to have an opinion about something, so I'm just going to give you one even if I don't believe it. If I'm like, I don't know enough about RV Yemeni to tell if this guy's being sarcastic or not, I'm just going to go, that's a comment. Mitch would have had a furry arc if Mr. Beast hired him. We're not in that timeline. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. So, old school subscribers, you know how, yeah, I've got crazy fucking stories like that that come out years later. I'm like, oh yeah, so this happened, and it's like, wait, you knew, like, or not? I didn't know him, but like you had a conversation with that YouTuber, Mr. Beast, for a brief moment, and like that crazy thing happens. Like, yeah, so many kinds of stories like that in the YouTube realm, like over in America, and with this Australia pivot, I realized I've got so many of those kind of stories about Australian culture and Australian stories and people that just prop up in that realm, like especially in politics. So like, it's just funny that it's the channel's going to change. It's like the subjects and whatnot, but the brand and dumbness of that is going to stay. Andrew, Avi been live streaming for 4 hours tonight saying how the march wasn't racist. The same march where he was set upon by Nazis. Yeah, I saw those Nazi guys got arrested today, and good. Loved watching the right infighting. Yeah, it's so weird. It's so divided that even the sides are divided within themselves. Like, Soon the people in the center are also going to be divided. You're not center enough. No, you're fucking too center. Come back over here to the slightly not center, but is still center. This guy. I used some of his footage. Apologies, I didn't reach out. I just used it and then tagged him in the description. And he says, "Make sure you go to the next one. Great footage." There's one. Yeah, this bit here.
Insight.
There's one.
That was my first thought. Like when I watched this, I didn't even have to watch this twice to see that there was a cop. First time I watched this,
Neo-Nazis
bang,
at the
cop.
front, pounding down Burke Street. On the other side, the pro-Palestinian group.
And I think those ones there's more there, I think, as well, Eva was saying. On bikes. There's even more on bikes. But I didn't see those guys the first time I watched it. This one here just stuck out like a sore thumb.
Police officer inside.
I'm not even from Melbourne. I've grown up with police officers with completely different uniforms, but I was still able to go, there he is. The high-vis gives it away. It makes them highly visible, believe it or not. Kevin said, wait, this isn't hardcore Minecraft stream? Yeah, I think that was only last week. Will still be playing Minecraft on occasion? Yes. Yeah. This isn't like a complete abandonment of what I used to do. You just gotta, it's like how television series that go for years and years and years, like they'll pivot, they'll like adapt to like what's going on. That's all to say. March for Clungo. Mitch, to prove you are no longer a Minecraft YouTuber, you should hug a creeper in your hardcore. No. For those new school subscribers, yeah, last week we were playing Minecraft on hardcore mode, and I'm not a very good video game player, so the fact that I lasted 5 hours in a world was quite an achievement. It was awesome. My tower is going to be bigger than yours. I just need more. Oh yeah, I got a realm last week as well because I was like, oh okay, this is happening, so I guess we're just doing this now. Yeah, Clungo, what's your politics? Clungo, vote for Clungo. I appreciate your coverage. I'm fully in agreement that insults like Nazi, incel, commie, and whatever else are thrown about willy-nilly, and as soon as someone does that, I consider anything they've said invalid, mostly invalid if they preceded that with good arguments. Yeah, like calling those old ladies, I said this in the video, calling those, in the video I said, how can you call these these old ladies Nazis? I had a different lady in my mind of who I was going to put there who was clearly in her 80s. Not the one that got spat on, there was another one that I saw, but the footage just didn't look good, so I was like, shit. So I just reused that one of like those other ladies who weren't elderly. And I feel terrible that I didn't like re-record that bit and say something else, but I was like, it's my first time here. What is this all about? Says Nick Fadley. So Nick, I do streams all the time, but I've only had American viewers before, so I'm trying to find a happy medium between the two to accommodate them, but also these new viewers from Australia. I've always wanted to crack into the Australian realm, and somehow managed to do it the other day. So we're just going over comments from a video I published yesterday about the March for Australia rally. Welcome. Have a seat. There's this other new guy, Clungo, in the chat. He's awesome. He's already loved by everybody. Yeah, we're just asking Clungo what his politics are, and he's like, my politic, more food for me. Oh, boy. Excuse me. Yeah, so I apologize to those ladies. When I said these old ladies, I wasn't specifically talking about you. I just happened to use you. Australia needs more immigration. That's a comment. I was always told growing up there is some questions you should never ask a person, and one of them is a person's political opinion because it's not your business. I think there's a little bit extra to that. It's you never bring it up at the dinner table, especially with family. I learned that the hard way with my dad. He watches Sky News. I think he's their only subscriber. Like, not that this would happen, but like deep into the future, like, because I've seen like sometimes YouTubers have ended up on there. If I ever deep into the future, 1 in a million shot, but if I ever got an invite to go on the Andrew Bolt report or whatever he calls it, I'd say yes just for my dad. Just so I can go, hey, Dad. He'd be like, what the fuck? Hey, K-Huck. Sky News. Oh, yeah. So K-Huck is an old school subscriber. She's from America. So, yeah, Sky News is basically Fox News. Avi Yemeni, Australia's... Since this stream, I'm seeing words that, like, I've seen them before, but I don't understand. I don't know what that is. And I don't pretend to know things that I don't know. Like, I don't know what that word is so much. I don't know if this person's cheering for him or shitting on him. I'm going to bet that he's shitting on him. But again, I don't know where if he's shitting on him, where he falls in that. Like, please chat, explain that to me in the chat. It was a sad day, lots of Nazis and racists marching in the city. Yeah, this is a discussion. The only bringing it down from the Antifa thugs bashing peaceful. I'm going to let you guys take care of that discussion. I'm not going to insert myself in that. You guys have fun. You had me pissing myself. Your mic sucks balls though, bro. I know. I don't know how the settings on it work. It's a really nice microphone. It's just that I can get it sounding great, but then the volume would be too low. So then I'll boost the thing up, but then it just sounds like garbage. And I don't know if that's like the mic placement or not. And then my cat gets underneath and fucks with the mixer. Well, it's not really a mixer. It's just a box with a knob on it. State Library. Oh, yeah, I did reply to this person. State Library? State Parliament steps, you mean? It wasn't broadcast on any TV station. So is... Chat, please. I know I should have and could have Googled this, but I chose not to. What is State Library? Is that like at Parliament? The State Parliament? Again, for those who've just tuned in, I'm not from Melbourne originally. Wait. I'm from there. So I just explained. I misspoke. I'm not from here. I'm dumb and all of the above. She said, don't put yourself down. I really just wanted to out the Parliament steps in case anyone thought the library was where the march went. And I was like, no, it's all, like, yeah. And then I was like, this is when I was like, oh, yeah, she doesn't know. That's what we do around here. And I fuck up. I just go, yeah, I fucked up, and I laugh about it. Connecticut from the Now Recording Podcast realm in America is, oh my God, the riot video's out. Because I did explain to the American audience that I have pretty much exclusively only had before last weekend. I was like, yeah, so in Melbourne, right, they have these protests, and when one group of people go to protest, usually another group comes up to tell them that their ideas are shit. And then a lot of times shit kicks off. Not that I want it to kick off, but it might kick off, and basically all my American audience was like, oh God, I hope he gets fucked up. Which... I nearly did. Again, like I said in the video, pepper spray right past my head. I wasn't the target. Someone else was the target. So to the cops' credit, great aim, sir. Could you aim a little bit further away from me next time, though? The NSN are just boneheads. I agree. Like, I try to like be fair to everybody. But if you're just going to go out there and say you're a Nazi, like, no. Get fucked. Get absolutely fucked. Like... I know that some people will go, oh, what? That person's got a flag. They're a Nazi. It's like, no, like, there's no question about these people, though. They literally admit it on camera, happily, smiling. And it's like, I want to know, because we're all born equal, right? Most, like, you know what I mean. you know what I mean? We're born, the umbilical cord gets cut, and then we go through a series of things like we're not born with the Nazi shit like in our head. What choices and events happened to these people that led to them all of a sudden cosplaying as Hitler as though he's a chemo patient and then running around a park punching people while happily saying that he's a racist Nazi? What happened in there? And I don't think we can really blame this country too much because he was born in New Zealand. So I don't think it's anything we've got in the air here. It's probably something to do with the chemicals over there, or it could be the upbringing in Melbourne. Again, not from here. Maybe there's something going on down here that I don't know about. Maybe it's because he's from New Zealand. He loves rugby and AFL is shit. Guys, I'm joking. I've been trying to learn AFL. All right, I'll say something nice. Whenever I shit on something, I'm going to say something nice, all right? To show that it's all in good fun, right? As a rugby league fan, what pissed me off about AFL was when I went to a game and heard how great the atmosphere was and felt how great the atmosphere was. That pissed me off. Because I was like, this is awesome. Why can't rugby league have this kind of atmosphere? The reason they call themselves Nazi is probably because the left call everybody Nazis that disagree with them. So because you can't have a rational conversation with them, you just agree, okay, no, I don't know, man. They've got HH on their shirts. They've got and symbols that look similar to the, like, I mean, I get where you're coming from. That might make sense. It does make sense, but no, like that, yeah. That wasn't at you. That's just at them. Like I just can't understand why. Like, Meaden, also to new viewers, K-Huck is not to be trifled with. She joined Mitch's stream eons ago saying, and I quote, "I am K-Huck the Muddy. I am not to be trifled." No, that isn't what happened, Meaden. Name Nameson. Left call everybody racist who disagree with them, so now they just go, okay, I'm racist, now what? Yeah, I get where you're coming from, but like, I don't know why you'd go on television and say that, because then if like that's like an in if say like that's an in, say like an in joke. I know it's not a joke, but say like in the context of an in joke, and then you go on television and tell this in joke that nobody gets, and all of a sudden the people that don't get it just see that for what it is. Why would you broadcast yourself as that, and then have all the normies that don't have all that context that you're talking about there? Like, in my opinion, I believe them. I believe them. They either, well, in that case, they're either Nazis or they're fucking retarded. Which aren't mutually exclusive, by the way. They can be both. Just another sign of the awful state of education in this country. Well, I wasn't educated down here where he's from. But yeah, it must be pretty bad. There's an ethnic slur there that I'm allowed to say because I was married into that family one time, but I'm not anymore. But I now have common blood with somebody that is from. So wogs used to be called wogs as a slur. Now they call each other wogs. Wait, did I just cancel myself by saying that, even though I just gave that context? Could you imagine if, like, I've been out of the Australian community for so long on YouTube that, like, that word has become, like, the N-word, and, like, you say it and you're cancelled? Like, and then I've just, like, dum, I'm gonna say, basically, the Italian N-word. Chat, let me know. I know I say chat, let me know, but, I don't know. I don't know about the new viewers yet, but I definitely know the old viewers would be fucking with me and be like, "Oh yeah, you're so cancelled, bro," because they love to watch me panic. I would say something dumb in a YouTube chat. Yeah, I'd say something dumb in a YouTube chat and not wear the HH symbol and go marching saying that. Yeah. We don't call them that anymore, Mitch. Yeah, well, Superwog is a thing. Exactly. I loved that. I used to watch that channel all the time in the late 2010s when I was in that because I was like, some of it I was like, holy shit, this is so accurate. But like, I had no, like, before I was involved, I would have thought, there's no way this is real. It's all real, folks. It's all real. It's not a comedy. It's a documentary. Am I mute yet? I'm always muted. No. Why would I mute you? Do you mean in chat? Are you muted? No. Why would I mute you? I think out of all the comments on the live stream, like again, I haven't had time to read them all, but I think there was only one where I was like, "That's got to go." Holy shit! Holy shit! It was like I think they were joking, but it was like an inciting violence kind of thing. And it was like, no, get the fuck out, get the fuck out. Wait, so I can say the W word? I just realized it's Klungo that said that. I don't know if I should trust Klungo. I love Klungo, but I get the idea. Klungo is like Wookiee. I wouldn't be surprised if Klungo is Wookiee. Klungo is a bit that Wookiee would totally do. They turn up... so this person's talking about the neo-Nazis. They turn up with a constructive podium with sound system at Spring Street and spew the something manifesto, and you say they didn't organize it. Are you just ignorant? Oh yeah, this person left a few comments. This person doesn't like me. They were commenting as the video was going. Oh shit, Liana. Thank you for the 28 Canadian. Which is sort of real money, but not. So yeah, this person started because I saw this rolling through and it was obvious that they were commenting as they were watching. The neo-Nazis set the demonstration from the start. You just ended up being a sucker. And this reply I didn't see. You've been duped into disavowing your own vanguard. Oh, stop using words I don't know! I hate being educated forcefully. While the enemy makes any coalition they can to win, who's the sucker? Yeah, that's a discussion. Yeah, they can have that discussion. But he said here, the National Socialist Network are neo-Nazis. Just tell it as it is. And I saw that and I was like, wait. Oh, did I just not say that? Because it's not that I was refusing to say that. Oh, shit. I respect you wearing that jersey. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Cube. Thank you, Cube. Another Newcastle guy, I hope. So I was like, you didn't get to 12:30, did you, Squidward? You go to 12:30, I literally say this. These guys are Nazis. These guys are Nazis. Followed by this clip of him going, yeah, we're Nazis.
Are you neo-Nazis?
Yes, we're National Socialists, yes.
Wait, that's the other thing. These guys... Okay, maybe not... Wait, let me go. Bet. Not so much this guy on the left. Is he cropped off? No. Not this guy on the left, right? Like, he looks like he could have been the school bully. This guy definitely bullied the fuck out of him in high school. And I won't go too much further into that because they've punched people in the mouth for less. There's like 20 Nazis in the entire country. It's always the same guys. Yeah, like... and again, to what was being said earlier, like, oh, are they just doing a bit? Like, because they get called Nazis for their opinions, so they're like, fuck it, we're not. I don't know how you go anywhere, like a pub, without just being absolutely hated. Is your dono sound a creeper? Yeah, because we were playing Minecraft last week and in hardcore, so I thought it'd be funny to stick that on and have me shit my pants whenever it went off. And people were donating because they thought that was hilarious. Up the Broncos. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that's all right. We can get into this. I can get to the State of Origin rant if you want. I don't. If someone's not from Brisbane, right? Here we go. You're getting it anyway, all right? If someone's not from Brisbane and they go for Brisbane, that's okay. At the club level, I don't give a shit. Because people go for all kinds of shit. But when it comes to the State of Origin, it's about the state that you are originally from. Origin. You hear that, Carl? Or your cousins are Knights fans? See? Well, if I can just assume for a moment you're from Brisbane and they go for the Knights, awesome. That's great. But if you are from Queensland, sir, I hope you go for Queensland. That's the point of Origin, right? I've known of one guy that I knew through somebody, right? Goes for Queensland, loves Queensland, buys all the merch, wears it everywhere, right? He's never set foot in Queensland. And I'm like, what what in the goddamn fuck are you doing? Like, I only knew of this guy because, like, an acquaintance friend had started dating them. And then at the very beginning, I was like, how can you trust this man that can't even be loyal over something as trivial as football? Like, and I explained the whole point of Origin. And she's like, no, he's nice. Like, he's a fucking idiot. Why does he go for Queensland? Because they always win. And I'm like, okay, so if he's not going to be loyal to a football team, what makes you think he's going to be loyal to you? And they got married a couple of months ago, and I'm still waiting for it. I'm waiting for it to just collapse and burn just so I can be like, I was right. I'm always right, guys, even when I'm wrong. When I'm wrong, it's just, I'm right, but it's delayed. I'm wrong for the moment. American sports are the same way as I am 35. Oh, sorry, I didn't start from the start. I'm Queensland born and I have lived in Brisbane since I was 5, so for 30 years. I have webbed tea for the Broncos. Webb tea. Is this like a Queensland acronym that I'm not familiar with? I appreciate your coverage. I'm fully in agreement that insult... Oh, wait, I've even ticked these off as I've gone down, and I'm still rereading things. Dun, dun, dun. Keep going. Yemeni's miners went over and confronted the Nazis, not the other way around, as stated in this video. Oh no, what have I started? The Nazis are his mates, as he should. You defend Nazis to have free speech. It means you are a supporter of Nazis. He's confrontational for clicks. I agree. It's true. Avi is a troublemaker. Which is why I went in there to film, like, from a first-person point of view, because I thought, yeah, Avi's going to be there, but he's just going to, like, literally insert himself and make it about himself. Oh, you meant went. Yeah, slapped the wrong button. I thought so, but I was just double-checking. Can't read typos. I can't even read normal words. Avi loves all this hate stuff. He makes... Yeah. Yeah. But you know what's even better? A better way to make money is love. The payment is appreciation. It's a currency that can't be converted into Australian dollars yet, but we're working on it. This is from an old school commenter. Thank you, Seven Spoons. I saw that before. Oh, God! That's an in real life friend of mine from Newcastle, Spoonie, who was in chat recently and got this bee... this bee meme going because she thinks I look like that news bee that was on the starting soon screen earlier. And I'm like, get fucked. Oh, this guy. Hang on. This is gonna require a puff. He said, you say it shouldn't matter what your politics are, yet here you are giving commentary. You're doing the exact thing at 10 minutes you're complaining about. Given that you were not there in an official capacity as a journalist, I'm presuming, sorry if I'm wrong, you were there as a participant. Oh, this has been edited. Yeah, he's worded this a bit better. It wasn't worded very well before. He's worded this better now because he didn't have that as a journalist bit. He just said, you were there, so you were a participant, not an unbiased observer. That guy who brought the TV, he was an unbiased observer. You were a participant, very different. So, hang on. So to be an unbiased observer, what, you need media accreditation? You can't just go, fuck it, I'm going to go in with a camera. You need to be paid by somebody. So, wait, I just realized how funny this is. So, you weren't there as a journalist. You weren't there in an official capacity as a journalist. Now, sir, if you watch the video, I showed just what professional journalists do at this shit. They fucking make shit up. That is just blind, like, not blindly, just clearly untrue. Not a single police officer in sight, quote, but there was one right there in their shot. So, that to you is an unbiased observer, but a guy who's not getting paid to go there, to go, fuck it, I'm gonna go in and just point a camera, that is a biased observer? What? Laugh in chat. Can you please laugh at this man in chat? There's no name names. There's no such thing as a press pass. Yeah, who would give out a press pass? The government? This isn't China. Exactly. And I'm going to be honest with you. I Googled it before I went. I was like, maybe I should like look into a thing because I literally didn't want to be seen as someone that was supporting either one. So if I got into shit, I just wanted to have a thing where I'd be like, look, this is like an official thing that basically says that I'm not going to support either one. Pointing a camera and then disseminating that to the public is the definition of journalism. I know. Oh. I know, I'm getting grey hair too, but you don't need to look at this guy's grey hair to realise he's a fucking boomer. Because he's still got that old school mentality of like, oh, well, only people that get paid money by big companies are allowed to go and do journalism. Now, not saying that even the independent people, I won't name names, are all good and holy. They've also got agendas. But I literally went in there to just point a camera. This is how, I don't know if you new subscribers know of this guy called Boblex, right? What was it called? His YouTube channel, Twitter Versus. He would basically just, whenever there was a Twitter fight, he'd just go read the tweets. He wouldn't give his opinion. He'd just read the tweets, and people would shit on him like, "Fuck you," and he's like, "I'm just reading the tweets." Oh my god. So, does that mean that police are unbiased? Oh no, sorry, they're professionals. They're getting a paycheck. They're getting a paycheck. It's just, I gotta frame this comment of just how dumb it is. We're just He's saying I'm not. Oh, Clungo, thank you for the 10. I'm sorry, Clungo. I don't know what you sound like, but this is going to be my guess. Have big nights. Hope many foods. Fuck the Nazis.
Shockmouths, go fuck yourself. Shockmouths, go fuck yourself.
Oh, Cube, thank you for subscribing. Much for Clungo. I don't believe in cults, but if I did, I'd be in part of the cult of Clungo. Yeah, I'm going to frame that because it's like, he's saying that I can't be unbiased because I'm not a professional journalist, which are people that get paid and put there by higher up people. Mitch isn't biased, he still can't beat the gay allegations.
Shockmouths, go fuck yourself. Shockmouths, go fuck yourself.
Enviromad, thank you for subscribing. Oh, that's an all-time classic. We should do like, on our recording we had, oh shit. Katie, thank you for the £2. This is like 1 million Australian dollars. Thank you so much. Alex Down Under. I nearly read that as, I'm so dyslexic, I nearly read that as Alexander Downer. And I'm like, oh my god, he's back! We're going again 13th of September, 12. Yeah. See, this confused me because I thought it would be on a Sunday again. I'm pretty sure that's a Saturday. 12 noon, all capitals. How dare you not put plus Newcastle? Oh, don't get me started on whether Newcastle's a country town or a city. I'll tell you what, growing numbers strong together. Okay. Awesome. Lucius, I was there too, didn't see one bit of drama. There was like, excuse me, 20k people on the pro-Australia side. You have sensible takes. We already know your political opinions. Hey, chat, can we guess what they are? No, I won't read them, but I'm just curious. If I could just like add a little more to what I said in yesterday's follow-up video, where I was like, because I put that section in there because I was thinking like, oh, what is something that people might think they'd want to know? And I was like, not everyone, but there might be like a subsection of people like, well, what side's he on? Oh, what side is he on? And that's why I added it. And I've thought since, I was like, oh, moving forward with the channel, what do we do? And I'm like, I want to do videos about like other Australian things, and it's gonna come across like you can't do a video on something without it seeming like you have an opinion on something. So what I'm saying is, just because like I didn't want to get into like what I think about every little thing about the march, at the same time I do want to throw shit. Like an animal. I just want to go, yeah, fuck you. And just whenever someone say on Twitter, like, did I mention my favorite color is purple? Unrelated, but that purple banner down the bottom kind of looks like a pill that you would take. Yeah, I want to do videos like that. The Nazi arrest looked like bad acting. I didn't see that Tom Sewer guy or whatever the fuck his name is at the protest, but I'm so happy that it looks like on camera at least that he's just as tall as me, which is not very tall. Eva, can you do me a favor? Pinch Mitch's chubby little cheek. You mean these things? Yeah. I know. I got fat, all right? I got fat since I moved here because, one, it's cold as fuck. Two, we didn't have people with machetes going around in Newcastle, at least to my knowledge. And if we did, it was the guy at the butcher. I can hear myself, Eva. I think Eva's watching the stream and she's walked down the hallway and I can hear it. And then there's a delay. Yes, I know. I got fat, okay? And I just explained, because I haven't been going on my walks anymore. I used to walk all the time in Newcastle. But it's cold as shit down here. It's very hard. I'm trying, though. I'm trying. I look like one of those I look like a character from Noddy, like the little policeman with the big rosy cheeks. Apparently 500k watched live on Rebel News. Okay. Yeah, I wanted it to be like a lava lamp, like where you could just sit it on the television, just as a lava lamp. And what's so weird is that usually in YouTube analytics, usually you can because you can see what device people are watching on. Usually it's mostly mobile, then a big chunk is computers, and then just this tiny smidgen is television. But with that stream, it was like 60% were watching it on a television. Mitch has gotten fat because Eva is doing what all women do when they find their guy. She's fattening him up so no woman will try to steal him. True. Should have been in Brisbane, much more peaceful. I've been to Brisbane once. That's where I got my State of Origin shirt on. Got my State of Origin shirt. And the State of Origin wasn't even on. I was there completely unrelated, and I looked up. I was like, oh, what rugby game's on tonight? It was Brisbane versus Gold Coast, Queensland versus Queensland. I'm like, fuck yeah. I know what I'm doing. Went straight down to Rebel Sport. It was the only Blues jersey they had on the rack, and I'm like, that's mine. It's been waiting for me. And I wore it to the game. You Queenslanders... I walk everywhere up here in fucking Queensland. You Queenslanders, right? I went there with someone. I only copped shit. And it was funny. I loved it. But I only copped shit for so many confused Queenslanders have gone there for this Queensland exclusive game. And there's a New South Wales Blues supporter, a little fat podgy guy like me walking around like, la 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 la. They're just like, what the fuck? And I only copped shit when the person I went with wasn't there. It was only when I was isolated. You're grubs. You're fucking cowards. If you're new around here and you can't tell, it's fine. I don't hate you for being Queensland. I just love the banter. I didn't get enough love as a child, and it's the only way I can express that I like people. Rub gay? I hope not. Oh, and then I can't. This homeless guy said, because I wore it in the city the next day as well. I was just in my element, and this homeless guy said something I can't really go into on stream. The stream was bad. Get better tech. Thanks, Troy. Yes, I was going to spend thousands of dollars. I was going to spend thousands of dollars just to do this stream where I usually get 100 viewers that turned out getting 37,000. Yeah, I was going to spend thousands of dollars just on the off chance that it took off, right? Let's have a little... Who doesn't love to have a gamble with a few $1,000s, right? I bet Troy loves it. I bet he does it in 20 minutes in the pokies. And oh, damn it, I lost again. When will I win? Shut up, Wookie. Excuse me. Bring in March 2 will be massive. I read that as March the 2nd, and I'm like, that's 6 months away. Yeah, this guy, did you travel back in time to the 80s in DeLorean to get that camera? And I was like, yes, I was wearing the Back to the Future t-shirt. The t-shirt is a subliminal message that I'm stuck in 1985. I'm trying to get back to the future. You got 37,000 viewers on the stream. Not during the stream, but since. Like, I think it was about 12,000 in total watched during the live stream, but since then it's climbed up to 37,000. That I usually get 10 concurrent viewers. And I thought for something like that, oh, maybe it'll go up to 30. Maybe, like, friends of friends within the community that from those 10 viewers at any one time I would get, I thought they'd probably word of mouth, like, I'm just going to this thing. He might die. Let's tune in. So I thought it would peak at 30, and it averaged at like 500 and peaked at 817. And because I was holding it way above my head, I couldn't see those stats. It wasn't until after that, like, I saw it when I was at 90, and I was freaking out at that. When it climbed up to 90 concurrent, I was like, oh, shit. But I didn't see that 800, I don't think, until after, and I saw a text from someone. I was like, oh, shit. Like, yeah, if I... sorry, someone's texting me about dinner. That's why I just look like that dog from the movie Up, where I was like, squirrel? Yeah, door, please. Yeah, thank you. I was at the Perth March. It was completely peaceful, and a safe guess would 12,000. That's like half of Perth. I went... while we're talking about Perth, welcome, Daniel Brooker. I have a question about Perth. Did they finish building it? Because I went there in 2008, which I know is nearly 20 years ago, so you've had plenty of time to finish it. But when I was there in 2008, there was like one big building, and like 40 cranes constructing things. And I was like, did they just start building this yesterday? Like, what's going on? I think I was about... What was I? Would have been 20, yeah. I was like, what the fuck? Thank you. Thanks. I was like, what the fuck? I think I did briefly go in 2010 for like a couple of days. Can't really remember. You know what? The other funny thing about Perth, when I went in 2010, right? Yeah, no, we got like at least 6. You've got 6 more. That's good. That's good. My hope is that Newcastle could be like Perth from 2008, where it's just got like one beautiful building that everyone can see from a while away. You did well, mate. Politics is a foggy space to dive into, even if just as an observer. Hey, fuck it. Like, before last weekend, like, I would just do shit like this where we just have fun, and I would make videos similar to this. So, like, I'd like to pivot and cater to you Australian people as well, which is what I've always wanted to do. It's just I've never been able to break into it. But I'll definitely go to the next one to give you a bird's eye view. I just don't want to be an agitator, that's all. I love being a smartass. I love just fucking with shit. But not like some of those other people like RV where they just purposely fuck other people up. You know what I mean? So what was I saying about Perth? Yeah, fucking funny story about Perth. 2010, went there for a few days. And I haven't really been there since, unless I was just at a connecting flight. Fuck your airport, by the way. Jesus Christ. I've got so many stories about Perth. I'll just tell this one. I flew there from Sydney and landed at 8 a.m. Perth time, right? And then I got on the bus, go into the city. I think it's Hay Street, the main street down there. There's nobody there. What must have been like 9 a.m. by the time I got there. And it must have been a weekend because it was so dead in there, which I wasn't used to because like in Sydney City, it's just pumping all the time. And I finally saw someone, and do you know who it was? It was the flight attendant on my flight. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Then I saw someone, it was somebody else from my flight, and I'm like, we've traveled like, I don't know how many kilometers from the airport. How is it that we've seen each other and we're the only people here? And the other thing, just quickly, that shocked me, it was a Friday I got there. I remember now because I remember it being a Saturday in the afternoon when I was in a bottle shop the next day at about 5 something. Might not have even been 5 o'clock. I can't remember. And then I was asked to hurry up because they're closing in the middle of the city. So the middle of the city should be like busiest place in the state with the longest opening hours. And I was just shocked. Like, what? What? Like, not even Newcastle does that shit. And you want to tell me that Newcastle's not a city? The worst is getting to Melbourne and realise you've booked the wrong airport again. Yeah, that's how I live here in Melbourne now, is it just happened by accident. I got in my car and just packed all my shit up and just went, yep, I'm going now. Ah, fuck, I ended up in Melbourne. What happened? Oh, sorry guys, we got a bit sidetracked, but welcome from Perth. Well said in What Are My Politics part. Just because you have certain views or agree with one group doesn't align you with that group, and it's a shame how divided the world seems now, and more every day we need more constructive conversations and arguments that are peaceful and purposeful. It has an airport, cities have airports. Oh, you're talking about Newcastle? Yeah, well, I'll concede cityness to Newcastle. I could undo that if I want to. It technically, I think, at least it used to, I don't know if it still does, technically belongs to the Royal Australian Air Force. And that airport kind of shares it with them. So whenever the Royal Australian Air Force needs to use it, like they'll borrow it. You know what I mean? Because it's technically theirs. But I don't know if that's still the case. This is just something someone from up there told me. And I was like, okay, I believe that. I'm not going to check that because this is a conversation and has no real world stakes. Oh, Eva wants the vape from my... Come get it from my cold dead hands. I dare you. She doesn't go on camera, so she's not actually going to come in here. That's a 4D chess move I learned. I guess no cunt will win. Menza in this chat. I don't know what you're saying, Rockstar, but I'll allow it. Attend the next march, Australians. You will have the best time in your life. I mean, I wouldn't say I had a bad time. I had a scary time. Speculation maybe needs research, you reckon? Yeah, I know, but again, like that, it was just a random conversation I had years ago. So I don't care one way or the other which way it is, so that's why I didn't research it. But that's why I put it out there to you. If you want to know which one, you go research, okay? But that's just what I heard. But if you want to pass that on to other people as a fact, cool. It will be 3 times the size if our government doesn't change path. A grinder party. Yeah, I don't know if he's calling them gay or maybe I was like, when using power tools, always have the correct protection. Oh yeah, matey, it was crazy that your Australian blue face paint became several shades darker throughout the stream until it looked like blackface. I knew that's a joke. You know, the reason I didn't click heart is that I knew other people would see that and take it for real, like, and think that actually happened. That's the only reason I didn't heart it. It was the pro-Pals mob, I think he means Palestinians, who were starting the problems, not the patriots. Well, I didn't see that with my own eyes, so I can't really comment on it. I just saw trouble. The trouble had already started. What was the weirdest counter-protester outfit you saw? Perth was chill. Only ferals I dealt with was when we had to walk past the counter-protester. What was the weirdest counter... I know what it is, I just don't want to say it. Why would you counter protest an Australia rally in Australia? Oh, there was a comment I saw on Twitter. I can't remember if it was in YouTube or I think it was Twitter, and I bookmarked it. Let me. Fuck it. Should I load it up? Yeah, I'll load it up. Let's go. Where's my camera? Oh, thank God that worked. Beep, beep, beep. Let me find it. Bookmarks. No, I didn't. Okay, maybe it was in these comments. Maybe we will see it, but maybe not. I saw this comment that was like, "How come the pro-Palestinian side and whatnot? How come they're being called counter-protesters?" And they were just like pissed off that their side was called a counter-protest, and it was like, and it's like because the original day was because of this March for Australia thing. And then they counter-protested it. If there was a pro-Palestine rally, and then these Australian people came and counter-protested that, then they'd be the counter-protesters. And I was like, yeah, people are dumb. And you're never gonna, even if you do like try and be sensible about things, you're never going to get everyone to agree with you. And no one's going to agree with each other 100% of the time at all. That's why it's so funny watching fucking politicians, right? When they get asked a question and you can clearly tell that they don't believe the words coming out of their mouth. That they have this other kind of opinion, but they've got to lock that away and throw away the key because they've got to toe the party line. Otherwise, what happens is they get thrown out and they start spewing gibberish in Parliament, like words like skippity. Sorry for language. What language? Daniel Broker. No, language is fine. We're allowed to say F's and C's around here. What's the point of counter-protesting? I don't like what these people are protesting, so I'm going to protest. Yeah, it's basically a protest against a protest. It's basically like, well, if I sit down and don't say anything, then I'm a bad person. Or I'm letting them get away with it, or whatever. Just look how the media portrayed all 20 protests, when violence was minimal. Well, again, that's why I didn't give any, I literally just went, right, from the moment I get off the train until, basically my phone dies, I'm just going to walk around and see what I can see. And there was a bit, I don't know if it turned up in the video, I did see, cans and shit being thrown, going back and forth. It looked like I was at a volleyball match. Antifa did not. The Palestinians. Antifa did not. The Palestinians. I was on the ground. That's a comment. That's a comment, and I don't know what you mean. Have you read Katter's book, An Incredible Race of People? No. No, I don't read books. Let's go back. Hopefully this is the right one, please. Thank God. Nazis had a right to be there. Don't get me wrong, I do not support them. I just wouldn't say that then. If I didn't want to be taken wrong in that regard, I just wouldn't say it. I'm not saying that you don't have a right to. You do. It's just that's just my personal opinion. That would be my choice. I would just not say it. Oh, there's a discussion going on here. They are racist Nazis. It's basically, are they Nazis or are they not? They should have not have been there. They can organize their own march. They did. It was at 2 a.m. so that nobody would be there. Oh, you're a bit pissed? That's okay. That's all right. Let it out. Let it out. I try not to be pissed off as much these days. I used to get so fucking mad when I was in my early 20s. And then I was like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to not. Wait, Bob Catter puts his race in that book as Australian. He's so funny. Newy White... No. What? Newy White Knights. They're red and blue. They're not white. I think he means... Oh, you've had a few pints. Okay. Go, little rock star. Oh, pissed as in drunk. Sorry. See how long I've been streaming to Americans that I've forgotten that means drunk. Oh my god. I'm an idiot. That's on me. Sorry, guys. Thanks, Wookie, for translating for me. If you want to see all comments on a live, click all comments, not top comments. If you want to see all comments under your video, click newest comments. Okay. Yeah. See, I knew it wasn't me. Good video, nice guy. I'm also a cherry. Yeah. Oh, nice guy. You get a heart for that. I have a praise kink. I wouldn't feel comfortable associating with either side. I like the creator's attitude, chill, and a bit of a good yarn. Only Australian flags should have been displayed. What else was displayed? Multiculturalism, look it up. It's not. I've got a hot take on that. I don't know if I dislike the Nazis or commies most. It's hard to choose. My Finnish ancestors fought both in World War II. Oh. I'll tell you what. My family, right, immigrated here, obviously. And, like, the family from the ones that share my last name, which I don't go into. I don't really share that anymore. But basically, they immigrated from Germany, right, around 1880. So around the same time Bob Catter's family came here. And when World War I kicked off, they still had their German accent. And so they were ostracized from society in Newcastle. They were just like, fuck you, for good reason. Because Germany at that time was evil. I mean, it probably wasn't the most evil they've been. They saved that for the sequel. But and we didn't really socially recover ever since. Like, I sometimes think what life could have been like if they just didn't have that German accent in World War I. Like, because we have 140 years in this country. That's a pretty good head start compared to the recent migrants. But then, yeah, I don't know when we lost the German accent, but I assume it was at least by World War II when they were reading the paper and they're like, oh, the God, what have they done over there? Oh, no. We can't let anybody know where we're from. They did what? The problem is the March for Australia people don't read books either. The Neo, oh, hey, this is the guy who was writing all those multiple comments. The Nazis didn't organize the march, but spent a lot of... I think that's that person anyway. I apologize if I've, like, painted you with the wrong brush. But spent a lot of time making... Yeah, which... I know, I said, like, oh, my politics don't care, but when it comes to the Nazis, like, what I said at the end, no, fuck them. Like, if you're gonna sit there and look in the camera and be like, oh, quote, I'm quoting here, then I'm a Nazi, unquote. Like, get fucked. Like, you're like... Do you know what your leader did? I'm not talking about the horrendous evil shit. I'm talking about, like, do you know where he ended up? What he ended up doing to himself? And then you people look at that and go, yeah, that's a good, strong leader right there, yeah. Like, not this is a second now. Oh, was it when they were counting? No, I am so confused. Heard a lot of counter-protesters in Brisbane calling each other comrade, but didn't see Nazis here in Brisbane. Did the word comrade, right? Hey! It is that person. I thought so. See? I remember people's names. I still am good at remembering people's names. No, they got booed everywhere except when they spoke at the end when they were not invited. Have a great stream. Bye, Kangaloo. I'm about to go into a Teams meeting. Good luck. Fucking hate that shit. God. I hate that I've lived long enough now that I have become like a bit of a boomer where it's like I did a TAFE a few years ago and part of it was like in Teams and I was like, fuck this, I need to sit in a classroom. Even though, like, if I was 15 years younger, I would have been all over that. I love computers and shit, but I've lived long enough now that I'm that old person, like, oh, fuck this. I hate having to learn this thing. Is that why Mitch wanted a girlfriend called... Oh, my God! Is that why Mitch wanted a girlfriend called Eva? Wants to go out the same way as Hitler. Oh, no, I didn't realize. For the new school subscribers, there's someone that I live with who's my girlfriend. She goes online by the name Eva. Eva, if you're in chat, can you please explain why you picked that name? Because I'm just realizing now the connections there. So not only... So, Wookie, again, thank you, Wookie, for waiting. You waited until I talked about my German blood before you came out and said that. Like, I only just made that connection, too, don't worry. I hate you, Wookie, so much. Wookie's an old school subscriber and he fucks with me a lot. Watch what is happening in England, France, Germany, Ireland, a few other countries, then you might understand the protest. Yeah, although... I've never seen so many white people in Melbourne City. It's insane. Picked what? Oh. I'm gonna wait. How long have we been going for? Hour and a half. Holy hell! These just fly by now. Streaming every day seems to have really helped. Because I used to struggle to do an hour, and now it's like I'll get to 3 hours. I'm like, what? Oh, hey, Reese. Reese is guys, new school subscribers, right? Reese is an old school subscriber. Reese is. I've got a short of this when I learned this, right? It was amazing. Reese was born a woman, transitioned to a man, and is now a drag queen. So born a woman, transitioned to man, dresses up as woman. And then when I found that out, I've got it on stream where I was like, my head just exploded. I was like, wait. More neo-Nazi discussion. Cool. What? White. Okay, it's getting a bit fiery there. We've never had this kind of discussion going on. Aussies are being Aussies. Yeah. I think this is strange to me because like I've never had so many Australians in chat before, and this is great. Because my dream, and I know it's nowhere near soon, but my dream has always been to like do a fucking live show. Like, even just a small venue of, like, 20 seats and just have it, like, just bullshit and, like, have a... But I could never, ever, like, get anywhere near that because, yeah, again, it was just American people. When you make videos for just America, you might as well live on the moon, you know? Because you can't go outside and do things that Americans will like. Well, that's why it's so good to... do this Australia stuff because I can go outside. Who wants to make videos just sitting at a desk and filming that way? No one wants to do that. Every once in a while, we got to get outside, touching the grass. I'm an everyone, love everyone since we are all human. Me too. Reese. Oh yeah, Reese is also British, which I think is the worst quality about them, really. But yeah, we're going for an hour and a half. I need to go get a drink, and Eva does want this vape. So I'm going to mute now, and do I have a be right back screen? Oh, you know what? I've got this. Look at this. I just started screaming the motherland, and then I'm really glad that you don't have that soundbite, and I accidentally muted myself too soon. It's not exactly the motherland. The motherland's about 2 hours north of here, but I'll be right back. I'm just getting a drink. All right, I'm back. What happened? Should have played music. Tumbleweed. Yeah, we have no ambience. Make your own ambience. You can load up your own thing. Load up your own damn thing. Hardman working hard would have saved this. Wow. I didn't realize how much you guys enjoyed the music that I usually play. Should have played music. My bad. My bad. How many did we lose? How many did we lose? Oh, I just got another new comment. Oh, Lizzie, who's an old school subscriber, said my comment about Foster's got deleted. I didn't delete that. I'll get to her in a bit. I didn't delete that. See, there's this weird thing going on. I don't know what the fuck is happening. I don't know if like maybe YouTube changes the order or some shit. Oh, you did? You left Rockstar? Okay. Well, welcome back. Glad you're back. Please stay back. Dun 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 dun. 10. Oh my god, we lost 10? It's like watching television in the 90s whenever the ads would come on, like, yeah, fuck this, I'm gonna change the channel. Or some people I know that when the Welcome to Country comes on, they're like, oh, fuck this, I'm gonna change the channel. I was like, I don't want to miss the kickoff, fuck you. And we do. We always miss the kickoff because they don't have a set amount of time that they do the Welcome to Country. It's always different amounts of time, depending how that person in particular's feel. Does it have auto mod? Probably, but I'm pretty sure it was there. Like, and the weird thing is, like, it doesn't turn up in. See, they're starting to come back already. They're like, okay, that's enough for looking at other things while the commercials are on. Yeah, it's so weird. I don't understand it because I'm used to getting like 5 comments where I can just like and they all and all those 5 commenters just they all know each other. Like, uh-oh. Okay. Yep, that's a comment. Ad breaks, yeah, ad breaks were for snacks and peeing, and who changes it? Who changes it? I don't know. I used to. I remember, or my family. I just remember it happening. I lived in New Lambton when you were 16. Oh, I'm so sorry. Nah. Oh wait, is New Lambton the good one or the bad one? Because there's 2. There's a Lambton. And then right next door, they're all just like, oh, fuck it, this is New Lambton, like right next door. Then you've got other places like Wallsend, where there's a West Wallsend suburb, but it's not right next to Wallsend. It's like way over there. And it's like, fuck, guys, what are we doing? Okay, only Australia. Yeah. Oh, fuck. This is why I went on a break, because I didn't want to talk about this. I want the vape back, please. Only Australian flags should have been displayed. I'll give you a hot take, all right? I'll give you this. The Aboriginal flag, it's not the Australian flag. But it is an Australian-made flag. Like, I think... This is my opinion. It's like getting upset, say, if I brought a New South Wales flag to the Melbourne or even the Sydney protest. It's not the Australian flag, but it's a flag made here. Like, it represents people from here. So if you're going to, like, I don't know if I can hear Eva getting closer to the door. Thank you. Because I can hear my own voice. Look how fat I am. So I think if you're going to be upset at people taking Aboriginal flags there, then if someone brought a different flag, like a state flag, you should be upset at that too. But that's just me. Australian and Aboriginal both welcome. We're all Australians. Oh, Reese is ready to go off. Hey, if you guys want to have like a fiery chat in the chat, I'm not going to stop you. Just please don't threaten violence or any of that shit. Just keep it healthy banter. Like, I don't want to ever stop banter. I love banter. Just be like, I always bring this back to sport, right? And I'm not even a big sports nut, even though I'm wearing a Knights jersey. Keep it to like sports, right? Kind of like Queensland, New South Wales. We love to tear the shit out of each other. But we still love each other, I think, at least, at the end of the day. Then you've got these people in Queensland versus New South Wales. They get into punch-ups, right? And I don't like that. You know what I mean? Like, sure, tear the shit out of each other like Queensland and New South Wales, but at the end of the day, so long as you still love each other. What was it, in the Ned Kelly movie when... Because I think that this happened in real life as well. So Ned Kelly, the criminal bushranger who murdered cops and stuff. Let's not get into that part. Let's get into the part how he did he would do, what was it they called, like boxing? It was kind of like UFC, but not like it was just boxing, and they just punched the crap out of each other. And he got into so he went to jail because of someone else's crime. And when he got out, he ended up boxing this guy in the ring. And then in the movie, when that happens, like, Ned just punches the shit out of him. And then at the end, the other guy's like, so are we square now? And Ned's like, I swear, you mad bugger, come here. And they have a hug. As long as it's like that, like verbally, I don't want physical shit. If you verbally do that, as long as at the end you can just shake hands and be like, it was a pleasure doing battle with you. The red flag is the naval flag. The first flag... Oh. Wait, the red flag, the one that looks just like our national flag but is red, that was the first flag to make land? Was that really? Red is easy to spot in water. Wait, hang on. I want to check this. What was the flag? What did the First Fleet flag look like? Dun, dun, dun. Historical flags. Oh, yeah. The red... Hang on. So you've got this red ensign flag from 1707 to 1800. Lieutenant James Cook... Okay, you're right. It just didn't have the stars. It just... Like, so the ones that I saw, like, they had, like, the Southern Cross stars like our national flag does. But, yeah, okay, so it did look like that. But without the... Okay. I learned something, guys. Because I took some time to Google. What do you call a deer with no eyes? An eyeless deer? I don't know. Some of the people you just can't talk to on a chill level about this. Yeah. I was just explaining my rules for verbal combat. But if you don't want to... I'm not saying you have to go verbally combat each other, Jesus Christ. But, like, I'm just saying, if you both choose to do so, I was going to say, I won't stop you. I don't want to be... Listen, for those new, this will be new information to you. I tried out for the police, all right? And I passed all the tests. But then they looked at me and went, you're too nice. Get out. You know, I had my chance to be a police officer, and it didn't happen. So why am I going to start now policing things? I don't even know what Eva's laughing about because her stream is so delayed. Wait. Oh, no idea. Oh my god, I get it. I get it now. I get it now. I'm an idiot. Well done. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, we're getting to the end here. You did well, mate. I completely agree. Thank you, J-Spot. Oh, wait, there's been some replies here. Wait, let me read this one for full context. God damn it. I've lost my spot. Why? You did well, mate, and I completely agree. I just sat here thinking after watching the march, why can't both things be true? A march that draws attention to human suffering in Gaza and a march that wants a better and sustainable Australia. I too find myself cherry-picking from both sides. It doesn't mean you don't fit anywhere. It means you have an objective, critical thinker and you don't choose sides. You assess and decide what you believe to be right. Well done again. Thank you, Mr. J. Potts. It sounds like... it sounds like jizz. Nathan Orlick then comes in. And this is why you're never going to save our country. Maybe we're not trying to. Who said we're trying? I defended this country for 20 years, both in wartime, border security, and allied exercise overseas deployments. There is no future through division. There is nothing wrong with people being upset at human suffering, just as there's nothing wrong with caring about... Why can't I see the rest? Why doesn't it let me see the rest? And waving its flag, both could be, and in fact are true. No future division. Right, so pick a side and fight. No! You don't have to! Don't disavow your own vanguard because of mine and disagree. No. Unite and fight. So you just want to fight. How do you unite if you're fighting? You don't have to pick a side. This is what's wrong with today. The old days before social media, right? People just would go to the pub and get drunk because we had 3 channels to watch on television. Yeah, dude got mogged. Holy shit. I will always support... He's telling a war veteran to go and fight. He literally fought in war. I mean, I'm assuming. 20 years both... I defended this country for 20 years. That's just me assuming, again, that he went to war. Like, I'm assuming he went to Iraq or something like that by the sounds of it, right? And if he did, like, he literally went and fought. And if he wasn't fighting, he was helping the fighters, which is sort of fighting. And you're now telling this man he needs to fight again. No, motherfucker, he's retired. I will always support my country, but it's that mindset of the picking of sides that creates division. There are no sides, only your moral compass and how it guides your values. Whoa, he goes on. You can bet your bottom dollar if you can be at the next march, I will be, but that doesn't mean I am the enemy to those who care about people's suffering, nor am I the enemy of those that value multiculturalism. It means I want all Australians, regardless of your background, to grow up in a country where you can buy food, a house, feel safe and comfortable for your entire life. I think we all want that, don't we? And this is what we should be doing. We should be focusing on what we both want. But we don't. And then when we do, it's like, yeah, but I want it slightly differently. What did he go for? I don't know what he went for. He just said that he spent 20 years both in wartime and then... Okay, so it wasn't 20 years in war. It was a combination of war, border security, and allied exercise overseas deployments. Dude saw some shit. 07s in chat, and I never salute either, so I've probably done that wrong. I know there's like a certain way, there's like a certain hand and whatever to do that, but 07s in chat for our veteran. This is the other thing as well. I know American audience, like the Americans, they love their veteran. Like I haven't been to America, but I've heard stories from people when they're over there. Like there was an Australian guy I knew went over there, and he said he was in a bar and a commercial came on the television in the corner of the bar, and it was about the veterans. Literally everyone just stopped dead silent, got up, and just like hand on heart and was just looking at the TV. Just, I don't know, you wouldn't get that here. We don't do that in this country. Like whenever someone's been into the war, it's like, oh yeah, so where do you shop? Coles or Woolworths? Like we don't really give them much respect when we probably should. Good. Thank you, no more nuts. Good. My second, Liana Taylor, another old school subscriber, my second favorite Australian. Who's the first? I said. Oh, then here's my pin one. I wish I was as tall. We're getting to the end there. Short Right King, another another old school subscriber. So the first few comments were the old school subscribers. Then Wookie here. Thanks to all those subscribes. God damn it, Wookie. I fucking hate you for writing this. Save those kids from one more Minecrafter. I wouldn't have been the bad one. Veterans are legends of humans and should be remembered more. And they should be far better looked after. True. Now, assuming that Reese here has said true to what I said about the vets, and you, Daniel, I think was the one getting in the thing. See, you two can come together now and agree on something. Yay! We made new friends where we would not have made friends before. Isn't that why we're here? What else is in my notes? How long we've been going for? Nearly 2 hours. If there's any other stories you guys want me... So this is what we do, right? When I do these live streams, is that we'll go in, we'll watch like some videos and comment on it. I usually am in Discord, and like old school subscribers sometimes like call in and we just bullshit. Or sometimes we'll just play a game. Like it just really depends on what's going on that day. So I was wondering how this stream was going to go since acquiring these new subscribers. And I think we found this happy medium. Adults can disagree and still be friends. Exactly. It's just I was a bit worried when Reese was about to pop off. I was like, I don't know where this is going to go. It's what makes us adults and able to buy booze. At least you know I watched until the end. Not necessarily, Wookie, because you've been here forever. You were here last week. You knew how close we were to doing just Minecraft shit. And, thank you. Thank you so much for saving me from that. Because now we can do what I want to do, and that's talk about things that I actually know about. Because for the new people, that podcast I was on, Now Recording, it was called, was with 3 Americans, a South African, and myself. I didn't know what they were talking about half the time. So I got this reputation of being a dumb fuck. And I would just become the butt of all the jokes, which is probably still going to continue. But it's just nice where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm talking about shit I know about and that locals can relate to. Daniel, great stream, mate. Awesome to have lots of different people's views. Much love, everyone. Thanks, Daniel. Cube, I call in sick if I get too deep into a new world. Oh, of Minecraft? Yeah, Minecraft is crack. Oh, when you said you play Rocket League, I thought you were about to say cricket. I don't know why I read cricket. And then I was like, I'm not a cricket fan, but I tried the video game, and it was awful. Which I think was made by Big Ant, the same people that made the rugby league game. And when that game came out, I was so glad that I'm piss poor and literally couldn't afford it at all, right? Because I knew it was going to be terrible because I'd seen the gameplay, but I still would have bought it. I'd still buy it. I just can't justify it. But if I was completely on my own and was making the amount of money I used to make, I would have totally bought it, even though I knew it was awful. Mate, first time listener, first time blogger. Never done this shit before, but enjoying it, but need another beer. All right. Thank you, Rockstar. I hope to see you back. And thanks to the members as well. There they are. Our Big Mouths, RJ Cass, K-Huck, and Akiri. Wait. Oh, you want me to put the music on, don't you? I can't find it. I closed it off. Anyway, thanks RJ Cass, K-Huck, and Akiri, and all the meaty mouths. Maybe one day I'll play Minecraft. I just don't want to kill my laptop anymore. So what happens here, guys, is I usually leave this up public for 24 hours, and then I'll move it to members only, just so I don't clog up my your feeds with hours and hours of just hangout bullshit like this. So usually I'd make it private, but seeing as I've got members, I just switch it over to members only, so they've got something to watch later on down the track. These are only really designed to be watched now or within the next day. So, and if anything ever does good does come out of these, and say it's like a 5-hour stream, right? I know I'm ending, but I just want to explain this. Say it's a 5-hour stream and there's a good 20-minute bit. I'll take that 20-minute bit and I'll upload it as its own video as public. If it's something that I think could be evergreen and last. Anyway, I've spoken enough. I'm going to go now and cry because I'm tired and hungry. How to join? There's a button somewhere. I can't remember. It's like join or something. I don't know. It's a YouTube membership. Do it. You don't have to do it now. If you're going to do it tomorrow. Don't do it now. I feel like you might be over the limit with driving, and if you're over the limit to drive, then I think it might be borderline illegal if I encouraged you to give me money while you're drunk. I think that literally is illegal. Good night. Y'all come back now.